Okay, so I've firmed things up in the video. Just going to talk about the tangent point, which is the point where the curve curves away from you and you wouldn't see any more of the curve. Now obviously at the back that's going to apply and there's going to be a line along here. What you do to find it is you basically have to square off the corner. So what I've done is I've drawn a line from the top here, a line from this edge, so I've formed a square really, squared off the corner. And then you draw a line diagonally from here to here, and where that line cuts there is the tangent point. So what I do is I just basically draw a line back from there. I'm just going to do it with my B pencil. Back from there to there, and that forms the tangent point. Now I've also got this wee tail here which I can rub out, and that improves the look of the whole thing. Extend that a wee bit more so that it just becomes part of this curve here. Okay, so that's your basic shape there. Now you can't see the back of it at all, so you know the back curve, and we've not to show hidden detail, so essentially that's the clamp finished, apart from, importantly, this screw part here that goes into it. Now before I do that, I'm going to do the pipe. I'm going to show you how to draw the pipe that's going to be clamped in here. Now it tells us in the information that one end of the pipe, which is to be 60mm in diameter, is to be flush with X, so it's basically to stop there. So what's going to happen is I need to work out, and this is an important thing, I need to work out where the centre of this pipe is going to be, centred on the edge or this face here of X. Now previously we drew this here, which was really important because we can use this to work out, using tangency, where the centre would be if we were looking at it orthographically, straight on. Once I've worked out where that centre is, I can then transfer it to this isometrically, and then we can draw the circle. Okay, I'm going to do a similar thing to what we did before as well. We're going to have to take that out of the road. We're going to have to draw the circle here and then use generators to find it. So using tangency, here's this shape already built up for us. So we know that if it's a 60mm diameter pipe, then it's got a radius of 30. So I'm going to set this to 30 here, carefully. And then I'm going to choose a couple of points on these edges because it's going to touch against these edges here. And I'm going to draw an arc. Choose another point and draw an arc. And then to those arcs I'm going to draw a tangent line. I like to extend this one a wee bit more. Okay, do that again. In fact I could do lots of arcs along here, and then you would get a better idea of where the line should go. So I'm going to draw a line which is a tangent to each of these curves, so just carefully. Okay, try not to make a mess of it. And same here, similarly here, so some more arcs. Okay, and another tangent to that. Okay, now where those intersect is the tangent point, and the way to confirm that is to put your compass in the centre of that and then draw a circle. Try that again. This is what happens if you're not careful. You can see sugar, which is the French there. You can see that it's pretty good. Okay, it's a pretty good tangent to the the two sides. So that's what the tangent would look like if, I'll just darken this in so you can see it, if we're looking at it orthographically. Okay, so you can see it's a definite tangent. Now the key thing is that I've got to use that point there, that centre point there, and find it here. Once I've done that, then it's quite straightforward. I'm just going to do a centre line along here. Okay, and I'm going to do generators on this as well shortly. Okay, right, so just marking a few things on here. I'm just going to extend this line carefully. My paper's slipped again, it's not good. Straighten it up, there we go, it's better. So extend this, this is going to be a centre line here. Okay. Finding the centre of this, it's 70 wide, so I'm just going to measure 35 there. I could obviously measure off there as well, but this is fine to do this. So another centre line here. Okay, you can extend it down too far. Probably I'm going to have to bring it up quite a bit, to be honest. Okay, so I need to find, that's the level there, okay, that's level with the top. So I need to measure up to there with my compass. So measure up, and that should be the centre. Okay, so this is the centre point now. So we'll just extend this. That's the centre point there proper. So I've got a few things going on here. So generators now on this. Let me do it nice and dark so that I'm not in any doubt about where they are. Keep extending, moving things round. You could of course draw a separate circle for this of that diameter, and that would be absolutely fine. I'm just going to bring these lines down to the centre because I think there's already a lot of lines in this, so we don't need to have more confusion. So just compass, take the points off, transfer them, just usual way, usual manner, get the right centre line up. So it's there, and it's there, and that's that point there. So we just keep going, putting these points on, and it's going to be exactly the same way that we used previously to form up this curve. In fact, you're going to have to do this again because you've got other curved parts as well. So we're going to extend basically up and down here. Each of these points. Okay. And then we transfer the sizes onto the drawing. So there, 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 there. Just keeps things moving. There, 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 and then finally at the top here, and here. Okay, so that's us got our points all the way around. So we're going to start off with this gentle curve. You always get at the start of circles that you're drawing. This is a point where I would even take the drawing out of the drawing board, just to make it easier to firm up in the shape, but just for the sake of clarity of the video, I'm just going to keep it in. This is a really tight curve here, as you can see, so take your time just to do it. And you can see that we're possibly a wee bit out here because there's definitely a tangent there. You can see clearly. And here we seem to be missing that a wee bit, and again that's just down to accuracy of measurement, and it does happen. Okay, so I can see I'm a wee bit low on that point there, so I'm just going to rub that out, and I'll just recheck this measurement just to make sure that I'm getting this one right. So it's the third one, because if I'm out just a tad, it can throw it out a bit, so that you can see that it really should be a bit closer to there. So this one's coming round here, so it's quite flat actually at that point, and then it turns sharply round and up to there. Okay, and again I have missed it a wee bit, but really lose sleep over that too much. Okay, so that's the basic pipe there. Extending this back is fairly easy. Just extend these points. In fact, you can extend any points you like round, just to give it the. Basically, what we're trying to work out is what does it look like when it hits the clamp. And again, you know, it should appear to disappear inside the clamp. So again, all I'm going to do here is just firm up the shapes here, so you can see the pipe going in. So the last kind of point, so I didn't really explain that very well, I'll explain it better. The pipe is 125 in length, so I need to show it out the back. The 125 is coming out the back a reasonable amount. Now, a good thing to do is if you extend these lines out, okay, if you measure 125 from each point, then it allows you to draw a curve. If you measure from every point 125 out, then you basically get all the points that you need. I'm just going to keep going, measuring points all the way around. Okay, 125 all the way. I'll just keep drawing lines of that length all the way around. And again, there is a tangency point. There's a point where you would stop seeing things. So I'm going to draw all the points that I've got just now in, carefully as I can. Okay, right, the tangency point here is going to be the same as the last time. Just square off the curve basically. Find the diagonal there. So that point there is the tangency point. So all I really need to do is just draw a line out to there. And you can see that curves it off. And the same, we do exactly the same here. I just go through the centre and extend that down to there. That's my tangency point here. I just measure back from there, draw a line, you can see that basically finishes that off there. And if I continue that line down here, as I say, is your tangency point there, and then here. That's basically the shape of your pipe complete in it. Okay. Now you want to make sure that your lines are not, your construction lines are not quite as dark as mine, because they're really very dark. Okay, that was a long video. Next video we're going to look at how the screw part goes into here.